sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Off the play fake. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Great place to start for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Turner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Fighting off the defender. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That brings him to within one.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Back to throw, it's Aller. Grab near the sticks, it's Singleton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they've tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Aller. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. He now has 62 yards. Flying the friendly skies.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Purdy. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Nevada going quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To go up top. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that every